Speaker, when you hear the running call of reject the finance bill in its entirety, Honorable Speaker, it is a very irresponsible comment to make, Honorable Speaker, because of the importance of a finance bill. Honorable Speaker, allow me to, Honorable Speaker, link the finance bill and the appropriation bill. The finance bill, Honorable Speaker, is the one that enables or actually budgets or finances the appropriation bill. And without the finance bill, Honorable Speaker, we can as well declare that we don't have an appropriation bill, Honorable Speaker. The appropriation bill, Honorable Speaker, is where all of us are going to get the monies that we need for the different projects that, Honorable Speaker, we want to run in our constituencies, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I support this bill on many grounds, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I am a sugarcane farmer and I represent people, Honorable Speaker, who farm cane, Honorable Speaker. And looking at the finance bill, Honorable Speaker, and reading it together with the committee report, Honorable Speaker, that proposes a removal of the cane transportation, Honorable Speaker, it has zero-rated that particular provision, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, this gives me a reason to be able to support this bill. Honorable Speaker, I come from a county that does tea farming, Honorable Speaker, and production and processing of tea. Honorable Speaker, when I read the committee proposals, Honorable Speaker, on the removal of the tea packaging material, Honorable Speaker, I am happy and I support this particular bill, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, the eco levy has been a levy that has been up for discussion for a very long time, Honorable Speaker. And Honorable Speaker, I would want to say that the committee, or reading the committee report, Honorable Speaker, I gain better understanding of what an eco levy, Honorable Speaker. And Honorable Speaker, I support this particular levy because, Honorable Speaker, it is clear that it is a levy that is aimed at ensuring that we have environmental conservation. Honorable Speaker, this is a bill, Honorable Speaker, that is justified. That, Honorable Speaker, if you import whatever you import as a finished product, you must as well give us some money for us to be able to manage your waste, Honorable Speaker. And this, Honorable Speaker, is a levy on imported finished products, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, there is a levy that has been put, Honorable Speaker, on onions, potatoes, and table eggs, Honorable Speaker, that are imported. Honorable Speaker, this is the true spirit of Kenya, Honorable Speaker, that we support local production and support the prioritization of locally produced goods, Honorable Speaker. It is fair, Honorable Speaker, that the farmer of potatoes in Molo, that the farmer of onions in Trans Nzoia, Honorable Speaker, that do onion production, Honorable Speaker, is given a priority. If you feel like you need to import, you must then, Honorable Speaker, be able to pay higher, a bigger price.
Order, Cynthia. Yes, Lieutenant Molo, Senior Counsel. What's your point of order? And what standing order?
Mr. Speaker, I rise under standing order number 90. I have listened carefully as my colleagues on the other side are speaking. But I'm aware, Mr. Speaker, that under standing order number 90, especially 92, one must declare pecuniary interest. And I'm aware that my colleagues attended a meeting, and Honorable Soro is looking straight at me, where pecuniary interactions, pecuniary interaction this morning, were undertaken. Could any member speaking start by declaring their interest that I have pecuniary interest and then they support? Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Order, Honorable Odhiambo. You are grossly out of order for misreading standing order 90, misleading the House, and raising a frivolous point of order. Go on, Cynthia.
He needs to withdraw, Honorable.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, in my submission of I am clear in my declaration of interest that I represent people who do sugar cane farming and tea farming. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Ignore him and proceed.
Well guided, Honorable Speaker. So, Honorable Speaker, I support this bill in its entirety. And Honorable Speaker, I also want to give an assurance, Honorable Speaker, to the Honorable Robert Mbui. When he was speaking, Honorable Speaker, he was worried that what happens if we are hoodwinked in terms of the proposal that have been put by the committee, Honorable Speaker. And he has been a very good honorable member of this House. Together with myself, Honorable Speaker, we will ensure that whatever these proposals that the committee has put in regards to this bill are actually put in into the in the second reading, Honorable Speaker, are considered so that the people of Kenya, Honorable Speaker, can be able to benefit from this bill. Honorable Speaker, I want to compare the finance bill of 2023 and the finance bill of 2024, Honorable Speaker. Last year, Honorable Speaker, I was pensive about the finance bill of 2023, and I want to report here today, Honorable Speaker, that I am a happy person that I took part in the passing of the finance bill of 2023, as hard as it looked, Honorable Speaker. And I am happy, Honorable Speaker, because some of the provisions that were put in place by that finance bill last year, Honorable Speaker, are finally bearing fruits, Honorable Speaker. You remember, Honorable Speaker, that there was an issue about the clinkers, Honorable Speaker. This year, Honorable Speaker, this country has a clinkers factory in Turkana, Honorable Speaker, that is able to produce clinkers and has reduced its importation, Honorable Speaker, by close to 90%. Honorable Speaker, if that is not a win in the last year's finance bill, I don't know what is, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, on the issue of importation and hiking or putting the taxes on importation, Honorable Speaker, we are simply saying, Honorable Speaker, that let us be able to consider the Maxis and the Yana of this country, Honorable Speaker, that are produced locally in terms of tires, as opposed to, Honorable Speaker, the Michelin and the Bridgestone, Honorable Speaker. And Honorable Speaker, this is not barring anyone from using them. It is actually saying, let us just promote local, because these ones are going to be more affordable. But if you're a person of means, Honorable Speaker, and you feel like your class is Bridgestone, you can still go. Speaker. So, Honorable Speaker, I support this particular bill, and Honorable Speaker, listening to Opio and the Honorable Able Minority Leader, Honorable Speaker, he says that this government has made mistakes after mistakes. And Honorable Speaker, I want to say this. If the results of the mistakes after mistakes that have been made by this government is the exchange rate going, the Kenya shilling doing better, Honorable Speaker, I am proudly associated with the mistakes that have been made by this country. Honorable Speaker, if the mistakes include the ease of doing business, Honorable Speaker, in this country that is growing better every day, I want to say that I'm proudly associated with the mistakes that have been made by this government, Honorable Speaker. And I continue to support it because, Honorable Speaker, we are going to have a better future, we are going to have a better economy, we are going to have better things that are going to come out of this finance bill, Honorable Speaker. So I support it in totality. Honorable Speaker, just to speak to the Gen Z, I hear they have been referred to Gen Z, Honorable Speaker. I want to appreciate that particular generation, Honorable Speaker. And when you look at young people fighting for their rights, fighting for their space in person, Honorable Speaker. And if you noted, Honorable Speaker, they did not spoil or go and vandalize any shops in this town, Honorable Speaker. They were picketing in peace, and they were actually showing us place cards, Honorable Speaker, showing what they wanted. Honorable Speaker, I want to say that I am proudly associated with those people, and I appreciate this committee for listening to those young members of this country and implementing some of the suggestions that they were giving. Honorable Chair of the committee, we appreciate what your committee has done, and we will be here during the second reading to support it and see that it goes through, Honorable Speaker, so that we can honor those young people and even going into the future. I support this bill, Honorable Speaker.
Junet Mohammed.
Mr. Speaker.
Order, Honorable Millie, you are the mother of this house. This is a young first-timer. You should guide her other than heckle her.
Mr.
Order, Honorable Millie, I honored you by calling you the mother of this house. It's your duty to mentor young first-timers, not to heckle them. Go on.
Mr. Speaker, I think Millie has graduated to grandmother. Anyway, Mr. Speaker, I stand to oppose the Finance Bill 2024. Mr. Speaker, when this bill landed in the House, Mr. Speaker, and it was tabled for the first reading, Mr. Speaker, and I took a copy of it, Mr. Speaker, I said this bill, I'm sure, was not made on earth. It must have been made somewhere else, Mr. Speaker. Because no human being can sit somewhere and craft that kind of bill, Mr. Speaker, for people who live on this earth, Mr. Speaker. Why do I say, Mr. Speaker, so? Mr. Speaker, the bill was attacking a human being from all sides, from his stomach, from his head, from his legs. You cannot move, you cannot eat, you cannot sleep,